We are kicking off today with WWE Smackdown as the show's final segment was the long-awaited face-to-face of CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. The OTC was out first to an amazing response from the crowd in Italy, and Reigns said that he attacked CM Punk because Punk had screwed him before. Referencing the stomp at the Royal Rumble, Roman said that Seth Rollins had tried to kill him, but that was okay since during his return last week, he had tried to kill Rollins. Reigns spoke for a few minutes before being joined by Rollins, who, as expected, was serenaded with the fans singing his entrance music. The former Universal Champion said Roman should have let him finish off CM Punk when he had the chance, and that Roman doesn't understand how dangerous Punk is to WWE's future. Speaking about their own issues, Rollins admitted that he can't coexist with Reigns and that it's time they added another chapter to their story. CM Punk would interrupt the pair and point out that neither Rollins or Reigns has beaten him without the help of the other. Speaking of help, Punk alluded to the favor from Paul Heyman before attacking Reigns, an act that made Rollins go after his bitter rival. All three men brawled as officials tried to pull them apart, and SmackDown ended with the three men fighting as dozens of officials tried to separate them. CM Punk got on the announce table and declared himself the best in the world before pointing at the WrestleMania sign, and after landing a dive, Seth also pointed at the sign. This was yet another sign of the triple threat match taking place at WrestleMania, and on Twitter, Triple H confirmed that the three will face off next month in Las Vegas. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins were given plenty of time to get their stuff in, and the star power alone made this segment worthy of the main event spot. Did you like this segment, and are you excited at the prospect of a triple threat between the trio at WrestleMania 41? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. SmackDown opened up with Randy Orton making his way to the ring in Bologna, Italy, but before the Viper could speak, Kevin Owens interrupted wearing an Orton shirt. Owens claimed Orton didn't deserve what he did to him and that he could forgive Orton for choosing Cody Rhodes if Orton could forgive him for attacking him. Explaining why he saved Carmelo Hayes from a punt last week, Owens said he was protecting Orton from himself and went as far as to pitch challenging for the tag titles at WrestleMania. Orton, unimpressed, told Owens to shove his apology where the sun doesn't shine and vowed to kick KO's head off at WrestleMania, and their match was confirmed shortly after. This match is going to be epic between the two, and with weeks to go before WrestleMania, don't count out WWE adding some stipulation like a street fight to this match. This was a logical step in their feud, with both men delivering solid performances and promising another excellent encounter next month in Las Vegas. In singles action, Women's Tag Team Champion Liv Morgan faced Jade Cargill in Cargill's first match since returning from injury earlier this month. Cargill dominated early, but Morgan fought back and nearly hit oblivion within the opening minute, though that didn't seal the win. Later in the match, Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attempted to leave, but they were chased down, though Liv took control as the show cut to a commercial. It was returning from commercial that the crowd got more engaged, and when Jade built momentum, Naomi interfered and hit her with one of the tag titles. Morgan capitalized and hit oblivion for the win, handing Jade her first singles loss since joining WWE back in late 2023. The match was decent, but the interference-heavy finish did take away from Jade's return, though Naomi's post-match attack does add some intrigue on the road to WrestleMania 41. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton had a conversation in split screen with the goal of hyping up their WWE Women's title match at WrestleMania. Tiffany spoke about Charlotte once being a supporter of hers, but now Charlotte is wanting to get rid of the new hot thing, something that Charlotte always does, according to Tiffany. Tiffany's fiery comments were met with the cold, calculated nature of Charlotte, who seemingly won this war of words with the champ, showing that she is the wise veteran. The segment also debuted new WrestleMania graphics, which, leaning into the Las Vegas setting, featured poco chips featuring the logo of Superstars. A new match graphic was also used, giving WrestleMania a fresh feel ahead of the showdown between the past and present of the WWE Women's Division and the division's clear future. Zelina Vega faced Piper Niven in a singles match, hoping that a win would bring her closer to a shot at the US title, currently held by Chelsea Green. During Vega's entrance, a graphic highlighted that this was her first match since being moved to SmackDown, which is hardly a statistic WWE should be bragging about. It was close to 2 months ago that Vega was transferred to the blue brand in the transfer window, and WWE bizarrely chose to highlight how little they've used the former tag team champion. The size disparity allowed Niven to dominate early into the match, but Vega's speed and agility kept her in the fight, and with a commercial break, the pair were given plenty of time. Vega worked a slower pace than one would usually expect from her, and in the end, it was Niven who scored the win, seemingly shutting down Vega's title aspirations. It's always a positive to see Niven get the win, and she reminded fans that she's much more than Chelsea Green's sidekick in this match. If you watched this match, you may have noticed that the screen blacked out twice, and after the first time, it happened again when Vega attempted to hit his 619 on Piper Niven. That's because Vega suffered an unfortunate wardrobe malfunction, prompting WWE to move quickly to avoid anything being shown that wasn't meant to be seen. Given that the show aired live in Europe, WWE had a few hours before it broadcast in the US, and the match was edited so that the blacked out screens were not required. WWE opted for other angles from their cameras, and a video uploaded to WWE.com has also been edited and avoided the blacked out moments used during the live match. Wardrobe malfunctions are never fun for WWE, but on this occasion the company handled it well, keeping Vega's modesty both during SmackDown as well as in subsequent broadcasts. During SmackDown, fans got another teaser vignette, and this one confirmed that Fenix is on his way to WWE programming. During the video segment, the former AEW star was clearly visible, and he even did his signature hand gesture and stood on the ropes. Fightful Espanol, which is backed by Fightful Select, would report during SmackDown that Fenix is officially under contract with WWE, as evidenced with these on-screen teases. Ringside News reports that while WWE's original plan is to have Fenix on SmackDown, nothing is locked in until it happens on TV. We know that Fenix is coming, but the question now is when will he debut, and will he arrive before or after WrestleMania, or perhaps at the show of shows itself? If WWE keeps Fenix on SmackDown, it means keeping him apart from his brother Penta, although time will tell how long WWE will hold off before reuniting the Lucha Bros. Are you excited to see Fenix join WWE? Who would you like his first feud to be against? Share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Speaking of teases, there was yet another tease with the number 4, but one wisp of smoke could have been teasing the number 3, suggesting a countdown. There also appeared to be something emerging from the right-hand side of the screen, though that can't be said for certain, and interestingly, there were some glitches during this tease. One point of the segment looked like an X-ray, while another seemed to be a face emerging from fabric or some long hair. There was also an image of some beads, perhaps rosary beads or a necklace, and another cryptic symbol from WWE's latest tease. It's been reported that these 4 teases are hyping up the return of Aleister Black, though this week's tease has only caused more questions than answers. Do you think these teases are for Aleister Black, and if so, who should he face in his return match? Let us know your thoughts below. This week's SmackDown saw plenty of big names make the trip to Bologna, Italy, but Cody Rhodes was conspicuous by his absence from the blue brand. Despite being the undisputed WWE champion and the de facto top name of the blue brand, Cody was nowhere to be seen, and what kept him away from the show. Though WWE has not given a confirmed reason, it's possible Cody was kept off the show because he already appeared on Raw, and WWE didn't want him to appear too much. Rhodes had already addressed John Cena's heel turn and their WrestleMania match this week, and appearing on SmackDown may have just been Cody making the same points. WWE is often careful not to dilute good segments, and after his epic face-to-face with Cena on Raw, having Cody appear on SmackDown may have just been unnecessary. Speaking of Cena, he remains a busy man outside of WWE and may not have been available for SmackDown, which could have forced WWE to go without Rhodes on the show. Having Cody monologue without having John to confront him would simply not have lived up to the hype that has surrounded their confrontation on Raw in Brussels. It's also possible that Cody's absence had nothing to do with Cena, but rather the 3 men who headlined SmackDown, those being Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Having 3 huge stars on the show already, WWE may have decided that Cody wasn't needed for this event, as he may have taken the focus and spotlight from the trio. Instead, WWE decided to have the biggest talking point of the show beyond Reigns, Rollins, and Punk, while fans will get to see plenty from Cody during next week's Raw in Glasgow, Scotland. Do you think SmackDown was hurting without Cody Rhodes, or was WWE wise to keep him off this show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, it's been months since fans have last seen the Wyatt 6 on WWE programming, but that could change soon enough now that Bo Dallas has been cleared. Fightful Select reports that Bo, who plays Uncle Howdy, has been given the okay after being sidelined with an undisclosed issue that resulted in the entire group being taken off of TV. The belief was that even losing just one person would have had a negative effect on the vibe of the group, and Fightful adds that there's been creative discussions about the faction's return. Just this week, the Wyatt 6 Twitter account shared a post that made references to Bible passages and ended with the message, "We see you, remember who you are." Another name who's been missing from TV is Alexa Bliss, but it's reported that she is not injured, and the Wrestling Observer reports that she's waiting for the return of the Wyatt 6. While there are still questions as to when and where the faction will be brought back, Bo being cleared is a huge step forward, as fans can expect the eerie group back on TV soon enough. Back to the ring now as Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso teamed up to take on Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre in our first match of the night. It's hard to be surprised by WWE booking Nakamura for 2 weeks in a row, consistency that has always been missing whenever he holds a championship. Big Jim and McIntyre started things for their teams, and after a commercial break, Priest took control when in the ring with Nakamura. Uso and McIntyre were taken out at ringside, allowing Priest to hit South of Heaven on Nakamura for the win. This was a fine enough match, and a post-match attack by McIntyre helped build his feud with Priest, and Drew warned his nemesis of violence every time he sees him. Everyone looked strong enough in this match, but it wasn't a particularly memorable encounter between the four talented superstars. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu renewed their ongoing rivalry in one of the most anticipated TV matches of the week, with Strowman taking the lead early on, backing Fatu into the corner. Fatu quickly fought back, but just as the match was getting in the groove, interference from Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa led to a disqualification, and Fatu was visibly frustrated. LA Knight then appeared to even the odds, and the Monster Among Men was declared the winner, earning himself a shot at the United States Championship. While the match had its entertaining moments, the DQ finish felt like lazy booking, especially since this isn't the first time a match between the two has ended this way. The tension between Solo and Fatu could lead to something intriguing, and hopefully we get a clean finish to Fatu versus Strowman if WWE puts them in the ring again. Backstage, Fatu was furious about Solo and Tama interfering and said that they only interfered because it was in Solo's best interest. The issues between the pair is only continuing to grow, and all signs point to a showdown between the pair at WrestleMania 41. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins addressed the crowd after winning the tag team championships last week and were met with "You deserve it" chants. Their promo was interrupted by Legado del Fantasma, who voiced their complaints before being cut off by the #1 contenders, Pretty Deadly. A match pitting the Profits against Los Garza was already in progress when SmackDown returned from commercials, and Angel and Berto were able to isolate Montez Ford. Dawkins eventually got the hot tag and stormed in with a flurry of offense, but interference from Santos Escobar slowed him down. Despite the outside involvement, both teams delivered an exciting match filled with high-energy sequences, and it was Ford who sealed the victory with a massive frog splash. This was one of the strongest matches of the night, with both teams getting time to shine, and having the champs win, though predictable, was the right call on this night. And that was this week's SmackDown. And what did you make of this week's episode from the Blue Brand from Italy? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. Now, WWE is a massive company with many people working behind the scenes, and now the promotion is looking to take on some new people for its production staff. WWE has posted a job on LinkedIn as they're looking for someone to join its writers and producers for both Raw and SmackDown. The role requires somebody who can create clearly defined and emotionally sophisticated characters, as well as being willing to travel for PLEs and TV events. It's certainly an appealing role, and what would be the first thing you'd change about WWE programming if you joined the team? Sound off in the comments. During his heyday, Abdullah the Butcher was as scary as they come in the ring, but in recent years, the wrestling legend has struggled with several health issues. Now, though, there is some seriously positive news, as Abdul recently shared that he's been able to dress himself once more and can get up from his wheelchair. The man who has helped Abdullah change his life? None other than Diamond Dallas Page, and another act of good from the former WCW World Champion. Page isn't the only one who's helped the Butcher, as on social media, he shared that he was facing homelessness not too long ago, but now has a place to live. The efforts of Chris Jericho and others in his life have provided Abdullah with a secure place to call home, and we're wishing him all the best as he makes massive progress in his life. Now, WWE is being more willing than ever to work with other promotions, and now a former NXT champion is ready to make an impact in Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. It's been confirmed that Karrion Kross will compete in Bloodsport on April 17th as part of WrestleMania week in Las Vegas, and he isn't the only WWE name who will fight. Pete Dunne and Natalya will also be a part of Bloodsport, and time will tell how the trio of superstars fare in this brutal work-shoot fighting event. We've got some great news from WWE correspondent Megan Morant now, as on Instagram, she confirmed that she's given birth to her first child. Morant said she already loves being a mom, and her post was flooded with congratulatory messages, and we'd like to send our congrats to Megan at this joyous time. And we're ending today by looking ahead to next week's edition of WWE SmackDown, as fans in the O2 Arena in London, England will get to see some exciting title matches. It's been confirmed that LA Knight will put the United States title on the line against Braun Strowman next week, giving Braun the chance to walk into WrestleMania with the gold. It's also been confirmed that Pretty Deadly will challenge the Street Profits for the tag team titles in what could be quite the homecoming for Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. With Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest set to come face-to-face next week as well, SmackDown is looking to be a huge show from London on the road to WrestleMania 41 next month.